Well, good morning. Special guest joining us once again on Friday, Ashley Washburn. We're picking your brain weekly about all things Big Sky Conference and Bobcat football. But let's talk about this. You got a kind of a new gig going here, and you got a whole other team you're working with. Let's talk about the broadcast.
Let's talk about that. I'm glad that it's finally out in the public, but we've got a great broadcast team this fall that's going to bring you all the Big Sky Conference games with Montana State. Let's start just up in the booth. We've got play-by-play Ben Creighton, big Pac-12 guy, so he's bringing in a lot of talent. He's actually called some Big Sky basketball games, so he's very familiar with the Big Sky. Ty Gregorak. It's a name that we all know, former defensive coordinator for Montana State. So it's great to have him up in the booth, but he's also bringing experience that he already has in the booth. He did some games with Root Sports in the past. We'll have Tom Wiley. Everyone knows Tom Wiley. He'll be up in the booth doing some spotting, but we'll also bring him on air to do some other stuff. And then I'll get to be on the sidelines, which is just going to be so fun. I love being able to share the stories of athletes, and it's just going to be great to be able to do that on the sidelines this fall.
We won't tell the rest of them. That's where the action happens, is the sidelines.
It does, and I've heard I need to have my head on a swivel just in case I don't get, trucked over by a player. But
and that's why you're here, because that's what we want to do, is pick your brain weekly about those kind of things that you're seeing from the sidelines when we get rolling in that. You've been kind of on the sidelines with fall camp as it's been going on in that. Interesting thing, you and I had a chance to talk about the quarterback position. Now, positions maybe is a better way to word that.
I think that is a very great way to word that. I think, at the beginning of fall camp, we were throwing around the idea of, would you even do a two-quarterback system? Because, you do have Tommy Malott, but if we saw anything in that FCS championship game is, when you give a guy a bunch of reps, especially like Tommy, who's running the ball and is having 35 carries in a game as a quarterback, sometimes that can be very injury-prone. And so you have a guy like Sean Chambers that comes in, commits to Montana State literally the day after the FCS championship, and Tommy Malott's going to be that ringleader for Montana State's offense, but we were kind of wondering, how often will we see Sean? And so they didn't shut down the idea of a two-quarterback system when I asked them that question. And, they kind of even were like, well, if you've got three people that fit the offense, we might even get three people in there. So it's going to be interesting to see how they do that. But talking about maybe a third person, originally that was going to be Jordan Reed. And unfortunately, last Friday, he went down with a knee injury, and we found out it was season-ending earlier this week, and he is going to have surgery. So now you're trying to figure out, okay, who's really going to be that third person? You've got Luke Abshire, preferred walk-on, and then Sean Austin, who's a redshirt freshman. So it's going to be interesting on who that third spot is, but you're definitely going to see two people out there this fall.
This is days away before we actually have the Gold Rush game coming up. This is the time I would think the coaches are really trying to finalize 1, 2, 3 across the board in that. Is that a fair assumption of what's happening here in the next few days?
I would say so. The last time we were able to talk to them was on Monday, and we won't be able to talk to them until next week into that game week, and that was kind of the big assessment of, you've got certain positions on the field that are pretty solidified. I think the defensive line, your secondary is pretty solidified. Linebacker is one that looks out to me, just because last fall you look at Troy and Callahan, that was kind of more of a 1-2 punch. Vegan did say, though, this year is going to be a little bit different. You are going to see a 3-4, maybe 5 rotation just to keep people healthy, but also he just feels like you've got a little bit more of a veteran role in that position group. And then I think you also look at offense. They're trying to figure out what that offensive line is going to look like. I think they've solidified a couple positions, but they obviously want to feel confident going into that Gold Rush game. So it's going to be interesting. I'm assuming we'll probably get a depth chart next week on Monday, so we'll kind of see how that all shakes out.
Before we wrap this up, Ashley, you were here with us last year. You saw what you had. You've been with the team watching it this year. Where we sit right now, you like what you see with the Bobcats?
I like what I see. I think it's going to look different in certain areas on the field just because it is a younger squad. But I will say that's not a negative thing. When you look at the defensive line, a lot of those guys have experience because of that rotation. And if there's one thing, I think Montana State knows how to recruit. So it's just a matter of, maybe these are names you haven't heard in the past, but I think the understanding is you'll know who those names are this fall.
That's perfect. Again, Ashley Washburn joining us weekly, taking a look at all things Bobcat and Big Sky Conference. Thanks for sharing your time with us, Ashley.
I'll see you next week.
Appreciate that very much. We'll have you back. Meantime, we're going to take a break. We come back, another look at your forecast. Before we head into the break, though, we want to go over it again. Our announcing crew for Bobcat football action this season. Longtime play-by-play man Ben Creighton, joined in the booth by former Bobcat coach Ty Gregorak. MTN's Tom Wiley will be working both the booth and the sidelines. Eyes on the field, though, they belong to our own Ashley Washburn. On the road and at home, this team will be bringing you exclusive action of Bobcat football all season long, starting with the conference opener in Cheney, Washington with the Eastern Washington Eagles. Only here, KBZK, KXLF. Time for a break. We come back. Matt has